Hello, it's Renee Baribeau, the practical shaman here, and I'm coming to you with the weekly wind spirit card pull. So every week I pull a card out of the wind sack, although I've got this cool new box that my friend gave me. And because what happens is whenever I speak, I always give away wind spirit cards to people, and then I get mix and match sets. And now this is probably 6 or 7 or 8 decks of my wind spirit cards, because there's 34 cards in each pouch, which is handmade from Ghana. And the readings come from the winds of spirit. And the winds never cease to amaze me and surprise me. And I say, oh, I should have known. I was over at the shaman's cave this morning, and a woman asked, who knew anything about the Basque shamanism, the history of the Basque? And if you know anything about the Basque, it's a language that they know very little about, and it doesn't have its roots in the European languages like so many of the other languages. And it used to be that people's were organized about people who spoke the same language. However, in the Basque tradition, it's hard to know where that came from. And so there's theories that the Basque were the survivors of Atlantis and all of that. Well, I don't know nothing about that per se. However, when I reached in to pull out a card after speaking about the Basque, and any of my Wind Clan members will laugh with me on this, I got Mari, the Basque Wind of Gifts. Can you see this? It looks a little blurry. Okay. And so let's talk about Mari, the Basque Winds of Gifts. There is an idea that the wind god, the wind goddess, the wind mother Mari might be the precursor to the divine mother Mary. Now, if you really lodged into your Christian beliefs, you might not understand how that could possibly be. However, Holy Spirit is a wind, Ruach is a wind, Nirvana is a wind. All of these religious terminologies are founded in the wind, which are, if you think about the wind, it's bigger than us, it's invisible force of nature. And you could see where, as an adaptation of when we move from the outside to the in, where we move from the outside where we are in relationship to the nature to the inside where we actually believe we could control nature by closing a door, opening and closing a window for air movement, that we then turn to borrow these words. That's not all we did, because all of a sudden before, when we were out in nature, we had that direct revelation, that direct experience of nature. And then as we moved inside, all of a sudden we needed an intermediary to tell us what was going on with us in the wind or us in spirit. And so Mari, this wind mother, is the Basque wind goddess of gifts. And it's said that she traveled all up and down the Pyrenees Mountains and came in one place, came out another place. She showed up in various formats. And one of the things that we know about Mari is that if you call to her 3 times whenever you're lost, she will come to your aid. So what we're going to do is, at the end of this little talk, we're going to call to Mari 3 times and see if we can find something we've lost, or if we can find our way somewhere where we need to get to. And this week in my Wind Work Basics class, we've been working in the South. So let's read about Mari from the South. Like a fragrant perfume gently wafting through the air, Mari drifts up in from the South to stir and fully awaken your erotic potential. Mari was an androgynous, passionate lover. Although she had a husband named Sugar, she also brought willing young village maidens to her cave for extended visits. Wow, that sounds like we are in for a nice treat this week. Mari is also the mother of balance. Her offspring were Atarabi, good, and Milikat's evil. Mikolat's evil. Call upon Mari to reveal and balance the themes in your life with your inner emotional winds of needs and desires. If you feel emotionally undernourished, seek the companionship of women or take on a new lover. Wow. Let's see, how about if your new companion, your new woman was your lover? That might be work too. And when she blows in as an arid south wind, your passion may feel diminished and parched. She arrives as the divine mother bearing gifts to resurrect and nourish you. Visualize her red swirling life force dancing passionately in your second chakra. Call upon Mari to remove any emotional blockages preventing self-love, the essential force that nurtures your creative soul. Again, this is the weekly wind spirit card. I've pulled Mari, the Bass Wind Mother, and you can read more about her and 34 other winds, and then some other information in Winds of Spirit. And let's call upon that red swirling energy, and let's call upon Mari 3 times. If we've lost something, we need to find something, we're missing our direction, or how about for those of you who are ready to call in that passionate lover, that passionate love. And I might be among that group. So let's call on some red swirling energy to move through us and dance. On the first one, in order to move that energy, let's see ourselves connecting through our feet down in through the roots into the Mother Earth. And on the next wind breath in, let's call to Mari 3 times. Mari, Mari, Mari. And on that third wind breath, let's call to Mari to put an energy bubble around us so that what we seek, that's seeking us, is in our highest and best good, and that we're protected and safe as we move forward through this week as we're looking for all of these things, including a lover. Oh, I like this. A lover, or if you lost your keys, you lost a relationship, you lost your way to the supermarket, all of these things, just stop and call to Mari to help you find. I feel that red vibrating energy of passion coming up through me. I hope you can feel it too as you carry on through this week. My name's Renee Baribeau, the Practical Shaman, the Hay House award-winning, Nautilus Gold award-winning author of Winds of Spirit, part of the Shaman's Cave with Sandra Ingerman, and also I host the Wind Clan over on Facebook, where we have free weekly check-ins, 3 of them, where you can meet and greet with other people live. So maybe you're lost there. Call to Mari to help you find your way to our Zoom. All right, have a great week, and make sure you order up a copy of this book, Winds of Spirit. It's a great oracle, as well as gives you some real great guidance. All right, have a great week, and we'll see you next week for the weekly Wind Spirit card pull.